In this lecture, we will talk about kwargs in Python. So, kwargs stands for keyword arguments. In the previous lecture, we have discussed how to pass unlimited number of positional arguments, but now we will learn how to pass unlimited number of keyword arguments. So there is a big difference between args and kwargs, and that is args return a tuple while kwargs return a dictionary. So you need to keep this difference in mind. And now let's start coding. Just create here a new Python file and I'll name it kwargs.py and hit enter. And let's create here a simple function. And first of all, let's go with limited number of arguments. Just write here name and class. Okay, class underscore, just put colon, and let's print here formatted string and then name and class. Okay, let's save it. Let's call this function right here info, and let's write here class underscore is equals to 11, and then name is equals to Tom. Save it and let's run it, and we got our output Tom and then 11. But we are passing here limited number of keyword arguments because we have defined here limited number of parameters. But what if I want to pass unlimited number of keyword arguments right here? Maybe class, name, and then age, and maybe hobby, and some more information like siblings, etc. So now if I run it, obviously we will get error because we have defined here only two parameters, but we are passing here five keyword arguments. So in order to solve this kind of problem, we need to use kwargs instead of args because they are not positional arguments now. All of them are keyword arguments. So just type here double star and then kwargs kwargs. Now this time it will work fine because we are telling the Python interpreter that this function is going to accept unlimited number of keyword arguments. And again, this kwargs is just a variable name. You can type here any kind of variable name. The main important point here is these two stars, so you need to put these two asterisks. For positional arguments, we put only one asterisk, but for keyword arguments, we put two asterisks. So just keep this point in mind, it's very important. And now let's return this quarks and see how it looks like. So return, and then kwargs quarks, and I'll accept this quark in this result variable. Result is equals to this, and let's print this result. Print result. Okay, let's save it, let's run it, and here as you can see we got dictionary. So if you remember, in args we were getting a tuple, but in kwargs we are getting a dictionary. So it's a big difference between args and kwargs. So if I type here type of kwarg, let's save it, let's run it, and here as you can see it's a dictionary. All the dictionary operations are now applicable on this kwargs variable. So for example, let's create here an info table of this person. So I'll loop on each key and each value. So if you want to loop on keys and values together, instead of using the keys or values function, we use items function which return key and value together. So just write here for, and first of all I'll accept my key in this key variable, and then the value in this value variable, So for key value in kwargs. Okay, so we are just unpacking our data, and then let's write here a print statement. Print, and first of all, this will be a formatted string. uh, I'll print my key and give a tab or maybe two tabs, and then I'll print my value. Oops, value. Let's save it. And now, as you can see, this function is not returning anything, so let's remove it. Okay, just remove this result and let's remove this print. Let's save it back, and now let's run it, and we got an error. And the reason is that instead of writing here kwargs, I need to write here kwargs.item. So I need to iterate on each item of this dictionary. And now let's run it, and we got our output. First of all, the class is 11, the name is Tom, the age is 10, hobby is football, and siblings are 2. So this is how this kwargs works. Now let's copy this function and paste it one more time, and let's change the keyword arguments. For example, if someone pass only name, the age, the hobby. Okay, let's remove siblings as well. Let's save it, and now let's run it, and boom, we got now two tables. Let me change this name to John. Okay, Tom and John. Let's save it and let's run it. Okay, so now this table is all about Tom, while this table is all about John. So I hope that you have understood the concept of args and quarks, and in the next lectures we will solve some exercises, and I'll see you there. Bye bye.